Let's go.
All right, welcome back. Another episode of Trailers to Yachts. This is episode 30. We have Henry Allen here joining us. For our big 3-0, we got a massive treat for y'all called the Yacht Shot Club. We're unveiling. You want to talk about it or you want me to?
You can talk about it.
All right, here's what we're doing, guys. We just decided, fuck it, we're doing it live, so we're just going to full send it. The Yacht Shot Club is our new hat. These are special edition hats that we're doing. So there's only 30 of these. First 30 customers order the shot, get the hat. It's $10. Our shot is our yacht sauce.
Yeah, it's delicious. It's
actually pretty good.
Yacht sauce, Evan Williams, and a pickle side.
And a pickle. As long as you don't think about the fact it's mayonnaise and whiskey.
Yeah.
It's not that bad.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
How many times did you guys work on this? Or was it the first one you tried? You're like, oh, we'll just do the mayonnaise whiskey sauce. Or did you have like other ones that you tried?
This was the first one.
Yeah, it was the one and done. The way we made the shot was twice. We made it two different ways. The first way, I put Evan Williams in the shot glass and then squirted our sauce in there.
Smart.
It sounded easy, but it kind of looked like brains.
Yeah.
Like floating in there. It looked weird. And then when you take the shot, it was all in the bottom of the shot glass. Kind of didn't work. So we started shaking them.
Smart.
And it looks like a creamer or chocolate milk consistency.
I'll be the judge of that.
It's beautiful.
We'll see. I don't know. Cole made these ones. So these are the first ever.
Oh, yeah. It's got a little Bailey's look to it.
Ooh, we are going to need a towel, people. These are first ever Yacht Shot Club shots being taken here.
I like the idea of this like little promo ending with us just throwing up everywhere.
Like, I don't feel so well. We're going to have to reschedule.
I might pass on the pickle if that's cool.
Yeah. You can
Yeah,
pass.
the pickle, you don't have to eat the pickle to get the hat.
It helps though.
I just have a Zen in, so I'm not trying to eat a pickle.
Ooh, what flavor?
This is chill.
Oh.
Because I was in the city of Columbus. You can't like buy flavors and shit.
Yeah, you got to go out to Hilliard where I live. Have you ever had the Vilas?
I have had. I've never had that. What is it? Dragon fruit?
They're nice.
Can I try one?
Yeah, after the shot, you don't want to ruin it with that.
Those are sixes?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm taking my fucking shirt off in here, guys. Let's do this.
Here we go.
Here's a pickle. If you
All
want
right.
it.
Once we take the shot, we are allowed to don our hats. Just making sure you don't have mine.
Nope.
All right. Well, cheers, gents, to our first
Inaugural cheers.
Thanks for having me.
For the
inaugural
yacht shot.
cheers.
Yacht shot.
Oh, baby.
That's a little weird.
What comes to your mind?
A little weird is underselling it, but it's a strong, nice flavor. The whiskey, you can definitely taste it. But also it's kind of cut with the burger sauce.
Sweetness.
Yeah, sweetness.
Smoky.
Yeah,
Does it make you want a burger?
it sure does. It makes me want another bottle of whatever that you said, Ethan Williams. What's it called?
Evan Williams.
Evan Williams, excuse me.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm donning the hat since I'm in the club now. How's it fit?
Very good.
Cozy.
Adjustable.
Cozy. So, as we said in previous episodes, we want to start bringing on some comedians, musicians, other people in the Columbus area that are kind of making a name for their... Will you keep your shirt down? I'm trying to focus.
Wiping the table.
Can I have one of these?
Yeah, for sure. I got some of the wild berries, too. They're just 3s. Not those ones. You don't want those.
Are those used already?
Yeah.
I don't want to start. I don't want to start on a bad foot, but you're disgusting. No, I'm just playing.
I mean, that's what it's for.
It's like a little trash can. It's not for later.
You know,
Yeah.
just throw them out in public.
You don't just spit them out, do you?
You can swallow them. I don't. I throw them out in public, but
Yeah.
There you go. Fresh ones.
all right. Sorry for your intro. My bad.
I'll take one.
No, it's so good. Anyways, we have Henry Allen here.
Hello.
When we started looking for comedians, like anyone else, I Googled top comedians. Henry Allen popped up, so I shot him an Instagram message. He said, I'm in Chicago, but when I come back, let's do it. And here he is.
Hello. I'm happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
Oh, yeah.
Learning a lot about your guys' business.
Mm-hmm.
You guys have been here for 2 years
Yep.
and started in a food truck.
Mhm.
Now you're in a brick and mortar building. You guys are making fucking little cocktails with sauces and shit
And pickles.
and pickles.
Do you ever think you'd drink something like that?
I sure did, but I didn't think I was going to do it today.
Or get a hat.
Yeah, I was really hoping for merch.
Yeah.
But no, it's really cool. I like what you guys are doing. This is your 30th episode.
30.
Love that.
Yep.
You guys know me from absolutely nothing besides just Googling comedians in Columbus.
Yeah. Well, Reno.
Okay, Reno.
After you were already scheduled to come on, he's like, bro, I know that guy. He's awesome.
Well, that's high praise coming from him.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, happy to be here. What do you guys talk about here? Mostly just whatever the fuck we want.
Pretty much whatever we want. We like to touch on our podcast is called Trailers to Yachts. So it's like our story of going from a food truck trailer to eventually super yachts one day. It's just the journey.
Like a burger yacht thing?
I don't know what that yacht's going to look like, but
let's imagine
just
it. What do you think?
The level of delusion it takes to quit your jobs, move your families across the country, and start your own thing from nothing.
Yeah.
That's kind of like the idea. It's like,
you guys have families?
yeah. I just had a third kid like 3 weeks ago.
Congrats, dude.
Yeah. Thank you.
That's cool.
he won't be having a fourth either.
Vasectomy?
Monday.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
You nervous?
everything's still black.
He's-
No, I already got it.
He's still recovering right now.
Everything's black and blue down there.
Okay. Oh,
It's a mangled mess.
really? Mangled mess. Can that be the name of this episode? Is Mangled Mess?
Unhinged. Yeah, I have 2 kids.
Nice.
Yeah, no more for me either.
And did you have a vasectomy?
Not yet.
Oh, but it's coming?
It's actually scheduled in like 2 weeks.
Ooh, you guys should have the
But-
doctor. Is the person that's doing it the same one?
No.
Oh.
Who's
But
your
Huh?
Who's your doctor?
I don't know, but he only does it on Thursdays.
No,
So if you did yours on a Monday, it can't be the same guy.
You got a part-time doctor fucking snipping your balls down there?
Yeah.
They only do it on Thursdays?
He
What's
works
it like
one day a week.
It's like
He's
an old-
really efficient 1 day a week.
Yeah.
Just does them all.
Stacks 20 in a row, lines them up, and just boop, boop, boop.
I'm canceling that appointment though because I got family in town.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe use his guy.
Could
We'll
be.
see. I'm gonna give it a few months and be like, how's it looking? How are things going for you? And then I'll make a judgment call.
Was it scary? Was it in and out the procedure?
Yeah. Took about an hour.
Okay. Did they put you under?
Yeah, they did.
Nice.
I don't know why. I thought it was just going to be general anesthesia, but nope, they knocked me
Right
out.
before you went under, did you say something fun like, you guys better not touch my dick down there?
I did not.
Ah, fuck.
Yeah. No, I didn't even realize they were putting me under. Like they put the oxygen around my nose, and they're like, all right, you're going to feel a little bit of sting in your IV.
You do like the countdown from 10?
They didn't say anything.
Oh.
I literally woke up like 20 minutes later. I was like, the fuck?
Wow.
And
It only
I was
took
in-
20 minutes.
Yeah.
That's great.
It took me longer because they don't release you right when you wake up. They have to do like a 30-minute pause just to make sure you're good with the anesthesia.
Mm.
And that took longer than the actual procedure.
Wow.
It was quick.
Yeah.
Painless
cool.
too.
The last time I got put under for something was my wisdom teeth.
Mm.
And it was like, I don't know, maybe 10 years ago or something, maybe more. But they did like the count back from 10.
Yeah.
And it was like 10, 9, 8, 7. And then I just like woke up at my mom's house. I'm like, what the fuck?
I still have my wisdom teeth.
Really? Let me see. No, I'm kidding.
I'll show you. They're way in there. No, in the Army, I went to get them pulled like everybody else. And they're like, are they bothering you? I was like, not really. Like, I'll just leave them. Now, like 10 years later, should have got them pulled.
What's the dentist at the Army like?
Like everything else.
Just like a tent?
I mean, it's, I don't know. I feel like we didn't go that often.
No.
Once a year.
Pretty much never.
Like mandatory
Yeah.
once a year. Yeah.
But it was just like a tent and a guy with just like some
No, they had an
pliers.
actual office there on base.
Okay, cool.
But, yeah, we were both in on Fort Lewis out in Washington State.
Nice. I've been to Wright Pat.
The bank?
No, in Dayton.
Ooh.
That's the Air Force Base, right?
Yeah.
And
Been
then
to the museum there.
actually I don't know I don't think I've been to the museum there.
Beautiful.
And then my mom is from like Mascoutah, Illinois, and there was an Air Force Base there that we had gone to some. But only Air Force stuff. I've never really been to like there's a difference between the Army bases and Air Force bases, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Upper Arlington, Hilltop.
Army is Hilltop?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just yanking guys' teeth out and
Yeah. No, they don't send you to the dentist, and then when you do go, they convince you your teeth are fine.
Yeah.
Leave them in.
No, they referred me out. They wouldn't let me see an Army dentist. They're like, yeah, you're going to go to a private practice. And they scheduled me for a different
they saw
off-post.
your fucking chompers in there. They're like, we can't help you.
They're like, no way.
Like,
Too much liability.
I've been to dentist for 2 weeks. I have no business pulling those things out.
No, basically anyone who anyone who is a doctor or dentist for the military,
They're obviously
other than their
listening.
love of the military and like the love of their country, it's because they don't want to pay for school.
Mm.
They get their medical school, they get their dental school paid for.
Which
and
is
then they
another
have to
thing.
do a 4 or 5 years mandatory. And then they can get out and do their own practice.
Oh, nice. But that's another thing kind of going for the military, I think, is they're like, we're going
Exactly.
to pay for your school. We're going to let you do all this stuff.
That's what I was going to do. And
Can I
then
take this guy
decided
out?
against. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I like holding it.
Throw that down here.
That's cool. So we just talk about whatever we want to talk about.
Essentially.
Yeah. You want to tell us about yourself?
I'm a stand-up comedian. I'm an auctioneer. I am 32. I started stand-up when I was 17. I was still in high school. I kind of just would go to this Wednesday night kind of a bringer show. What a bringer show is, it's kind of like an open mic, but you have to have at least 5 people come and watch you. So like whenever the
You got to
people,
bring your own audience.
kind of, because then if it's like 20 comedians, everybody brings 5 people, like guarantees there's going to be people there to watch the show.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense.
So I would do it's in kind of standard practice for like comedy clubs too. So I would like do this at the Funny Bone on like Wednesdays and go to a club in Dayton sometimes. And then right out of high school, they had this like comedy competition. And I just like kind of got lucky and won the competition. And then from there, I kind of started getting what they call guest sets, where it's like an actual professional show, but you get like 5 minutes. It's unpaid. It's kind of like for, exposure and practice and shit like that.
Yeah.
And then that leads to hosting, which is like a paid position where you're like hosting the show going first, while people are like eating chicken tenders and shit like that. And you're like, oh, is anybody celebrating anything and whatever? And then, I started doing that around like 24-ish, 23, 24. And then I kind of really turned a new page a couple years ago. This club opened up called The Attic in Columbus. It's like a little 90-seater. And at this time, I was kind of only doing like 15-minute sets, maybe some 20-minute stuff and like Chillicothe or whatever, because I'm kind of from like the country. And then when this club opened up, they kind of just let me do like longer form things where I would go do like an hour or 45 minutes or whatever. And then that just kind of helped me establish my like cadence and rhythm, and just kind of got me more comfortable with like taking my time instead of just being like, I only have 6 minutes. Here's the thing. When's the last time you been to the dentist? Shit like that.
I imagine that's a big change. Trying to I think it's probably easier having time to build the jokes instead of rush them. But I imagine it probably takes a lot to develop that and get used to it.
Yeah, it does. But sometimes it's nice to just do like a shorter set. Like I was in Chicago this past weekend. I was doing shows for, do you guys know what Don't Tell is? It's like a comedy production company.
I see their ads on Instagram all the time.
We have a very good Don't Tell Columbus. Basically, they do these pop-up shows at places you wouldn't really think would have comedy shows. So it'll be like Friday in Grandview. And then you buy tickets. It's all BYOB. The morning of, you get like an email with the address, and you go, and it's like a furniture store or something like that. And they have like these pop-up shows. Very fun. So I was doing Don't Tell in Chicago, and then I was doing, do you know the Laugh Factory?
Mm-hmm.
So I was doing shows for the Laugh Factory too, and I did like a House of Blues show. But all my sets were like 10 to 15 minutes. So it's kind of nice to just like do your stuff, get out, instead of being like doing 45 and being like, oh, how do you guys know each other? Like doing crowd work and shit.
Yeah. What got you into the comedy scene?
My friend growing up, his mom told me that she thought I was going to be like the next Jay Leno, like for the Tonight Show. So I wanted to be in like show business and like be an actor and stuff. And then there was a comedian named Bo Burnham that had there used to be these things called Comedy Central specials. And they were like 30-minute like little comedy like stand-up sets. And he had one that was like just a few days after his 18th birthday. It was like the youngest one to ever have a Comedy Central special. And I was like, oh, I'm just going to start doing stand-up because we're basically the same age. And then I'll just like get into that. And then that'll lead to like acting and being a movie star. And still waiting on the movie star thing. But
it's coming.
It is
after
coming.
this podcast.
I know, right? I'm excited. Gonna do a comedy.
You never know.
Yeah, it's going to be a comedy about an army dentist.
Yeah, and Yacht Shots.
Sponsored by Yacht Shots.
Yep.
But yeah, you were saying you like stand-up a little bit. Do you like stand-up?
I do. I think I've been to one stand-up in my entire life.
Was it like a big show?
Not huge. It's out in the Pacific Northwest. It was just a radio DJ guy that also does stand up.
Sounds hilarious.
Some other people. It was entertaining.
Sure.
But no, I would like to go. I just
Checking your watch. You got to get out of here already.
no. My watch is like, bro, you're dying. My heart rate's through the roof.
Yeah, it's from the shot.
I know.
Yeah.
What did you put in those?
Crystal.
Nobody watched you make those.
It kind of makes it more fun.
I know. The bad part is the camera totally caught that when it's like you're about to die.
I don't think the camera's worried about it.
Yeah, that camera is quite good. It picks up everything on my watch. So the people know my heart rate's at 120 right now.
It seems low. I would have said at least one. Mine's probably 168 or something.
I heard something. I was listening to some podcast the other day, and they said the Ohio diet is nicotine, caffeine, and alcohol. I thought that was just the human diet, but apparently that's Ohio based.
That probably isn't going to catch up to any of us. So you've been to one comedy show with some local DJs in the Pacific Northwest, and you have been to some shows too?
A few, yeah. So I went to, in Columbus, I've been to Matt McCusker and the Shane Gillis at Nationwide.
I love Shane Gillis.
Yeah. Awesome. Matt Rife was there. James McCann was there.
Nice. Is that where you discovered James McCann?
So I discovered him on their podcast.
Okay.
They brought him on.
Matt
I think
and
he's been
Secret Pod or something like that.
Yeah. So he brought him on. He's been a guest a few times, and he has his own podcast that I've been listening to.
Nice.
James Donald Fords McCann. Catamaran Playing, if you guys want to listen to it.
That's
the guy you're talking about.
Huh?
That's
the guy I'm talking about.
Someone
He's
else has a podcast.
Yeah. So we copied him. It's his podcast is all about buying a boat, and ours is Trailers to Yachts. So we're the second official boat-oriented podcast.
Somebody in Sarasota right now is listening to this, just cruising.
Pissed off.
Yeah, definitely white. They're for
but
sure
does he
white.
have hats?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
I would imagine.
Everybody's got a hat.
What if he's listening to this and he's like, I never thought of hats.
What a genius idea.
Fucking hats. That's cool though.
Yeah.
Shane Gillis is so funny, bro.
Yeah, he's awesome.
So funny.
Yeah.
And like him getting canceled from SNL kind of like put him on the map a little bit.
Yeah.
I think
There's no bad publicity.
That's what my
That's what they
grandpa
say.
used to say. But you ever heard of Bill Cosby?
Yeah.
He has a little bit of a bad rap around him.
Louis C.K.
Yeah. Well, I mean, also, so you guys know who Chad Daniels is? He's a comedian. You ever heard of him before?
No, I don't think so.
He's very funny. I worked with him several times, but he had this joke where he was saying you can't really get canceled. You just change audiences.
Yeah.
And we're at the Funny Bone, so the Funny Bone's inside the Easton Mall. There's like a Lego land there, whatever. And he was like, I could say a joke right now about like Mexicans, and everybody in here could be so mad and be like, I'm never going to see that guy ever again. But next year when he comes back, there's going to be a line of people outside being like, man, I hope he does those Mexican jokes. And it like really is kind of like Louis C.K. Everyone's like, I'll never go see him again.
Yeah.
It's like, well, he did sell out 12 shows in a row in Phoenix. You know what I'm saying? So, but there obviously is a line where.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think drugging people and
Mhm.
potentially raping them is probably the line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely one. Yeah, it's a line for sure.
So that's one of the
I would say
lines.
I would say that's a very definitive line.
Yeah. I think take this with a grain of salt because I have no idea what I'm talking about. But
lay it on us, big dog.
I think Shane Gillis, like
Uh-huh.
his rise to fame came at like the perfect time with what was happening with all the like cancel culture stuff.
People were like fed up with it.
Yeah, but I think people were like kind of tired of it, and he was one of the bigger ones. It was like, I don't really care. And people liked that, and I think it took off from there. But
One thing that he also had going for him is he's very funny. So like the thing that kind of got him canceled was him doing like that Asian accent and a slur in a podcast, which you were going to say a couple of slurs, right? But I forget.
coming up. It's
Yeah,
coming
yeah, that's fine. Pour some more
After the
sauce
break.
in the fucking
Yeah.
cups, baby. So people saw that and they were like, oh, he's dead to me. Never watch any of his stuff. But the fact that he is really funny and talented, that like kind of, you can get to the top still.
yeah, no, if you're gonna joke about certain things, you gotta be funny.
Mm-hmm.
We have a guy we were in the army with that was on Kill Tony, actually.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he was up there, and
He's one of the bucket draws.
Oh,
So
nice.
he's from the audience. Well, his wife was first, and then they brought him up. But
Wow. Did he bomb or did he do good?
People were laughing because of the awkwardness.
Yeah.
You know,
Laughs are laughs, baby.
yeah, it counts. But no, it was one of those things where I'm not sure if he was saying his jokes correctly the way he wrote them, or if he was in another state of mind when he wrote those jokes. But
Probably a little
it
bit
was
of both.
it was awkward to say the least. But Shane Gillis was on that, and who's the guy who plays Biden?
Adam Ray.
It was that one with Shane and Biden
When he was Trump.
Yeah.
I was on Kill Tony once about 7 years ago in Cleveland. And it was pretty cool. It was at Hilarities. It was when they would like travel around and stuff. The first guy that got drawn was this math teacher who had never done stand-up ever before in his life. They hated him. The next guy that got drawn up was actually a friend of mine that I rode up with. And he'd been doing stand-up maybe like 7 years, but he's really bad at it. Shout out Lucas. His name's Lucas. They didn't like him at all either. They were like, you seem like a serial killer. And in their defense, Lucas for sure seems like a serial killer, like big time. And then I got drawn up third after that. And my 60 seconds was good. Had a little bit of like riffs with them. They weren't really like mean to me though. Everyone was like, "Oh, get on Kill Tony. They're going to like destroy you." The only roast they told me was they were like, has anyone ever told you you look like a metrosexual Captain America? And I was like, okay. Like, oh, wow, you guys got me. Oh, shit. But now the show is crazy superstardom. I mean, Hinchcliffe is a funny comedian. He got in trouble with like the Trump stuff, of course. But my problem with Austin comedy, so like every area has like its own like type of comedian, you know, like comedians in New York are usually like pretty punchy. All their jokes are kind of tight. One joke will have a bunch of punchlines in it. You know, comedians in LA are kind of more like chill, laid back. Comedians in Austin, there are some funny ones, but a lot of like open micers, which you guys know like what an open micer is.
Yeah.
Okay, just the person that goes and like signs up their name, kind of like your buddy that was like, "Oh, I was in the art. I'm going to try it once," or whatever. Those are tough to do. Open mics are. But a lot of like open micers moved to Austin, and like Kill Tony is like the main thing to get on. And to get on that, you need to be like shocking. So they'll like just do shocking material. And like to an audience that like wants to laugh, like if it's not funny, it's just like shocking to be shocking. They're like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And I've seen dudes come from Austin and perform at like Columbus Don't Tells, and they are bad. Bad.
Did you see the guy who went on Kill Tony? It was like a couple episodes ago. There's like the Mitch Hedberg copycat. Do you know who Mitch Hedberg is?
Yes.
Okay. There's a guy.
That's like being like, you like basketball? You ever heard of Michael Jordan?
A lot of people don't know Mitch Hedberg.
Yeah.
But
he's a comedian, so I mean.
Yeah, I mean, I would hope
same
you would
field.
know, but you never know. No, there's a guy goes on Kill Tony, and he's like a lookalike. Looks exactly like him, acts exactly like
kind
him.
Kind of burned out a little bit.
Yeah, his jokes are he rewrote the same jokes, just with different words, and did like everything's exactly the same. And then goes on there and says he's like, "Yeah, I've heard of that guy, but yeah, I don't know. This is just who I am." They're like, "Get the fuck out."
He's definitely lying. Yeah, it's like you're fucking ripping off his whole shit.
They tore him apart.
My mom showed me Mitch Hedberg when I was pretty young, and I didn't really get it. She also showed me George Carlin, and I didn't really like get it either. And then I watched a bunch of stand-up, and then I like revisited them.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh shit, I get it now."
So who are your inspirations growing up then?
Bo Burnham. He like plays music. He has a special on Netflix called Inside, where he like does it all by himself in like this. You guys know what a mother-in-law suite is?
Yeah.
Where it's like a house that has like a garage or whatever. He has like one of those at his house. Records this whole thing in it by himself and just like plays music, and it's very, very good. I like Bo Burnham. I like Nate Bargatze. I like Tom Segura. I like Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart was like one of my earliest inspirations, but he since then has kind of become like a whole other thing. Yeah. Like at the time he was just a comedian doing like an appearance in The 40-Year-Old Virgin or whatever. And then now he's like sponsored by Nike doing Jumanji 12, like fucking whatever. So your comedy kind of gets hurt a little bit in that when you like start like really doing a lot of shit like that.
Well, it gets broad, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then also you can kind of lose being relatable, you know, like when you're like crazy rich like that. Like he did that one Netflix special like in his living room or whatever of his mansion. He's like, you know, whenever you're dropping your kids off in your Porsche, and everyone's like, we don't have any idea what that is. But those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, I like stand up a lot. I'm getting into writing sketches recently. So I like doing like sketches. You ever seen like Tim Robinson?
Yep.
When I first saw him, I was like, he's too screamy for me. Like whenever it gets real, like, oh my gosh, everything's on fire. I'm like, okay, let's turn this down and watch maybe soccer or something. But I recently watched all the episodes and I'm like, this is pretty fucking funny. You ever seen that show? It's called I Think You Should Leave.
Mm-mm.
He just does like random sketches about stuff. Shane Gillis is also very good at sketch comedy.
Yep. Gillian Keeves.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you're watching Matt McCluster, you know all that shit then and there.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Did you like buy their YouTube special or whatever?
I did actually.
Nice.
Yeah.
Support.
The first one I think was free, and then the second one I paid for.
That's where they get you.
Yeah. But fantastic.
Just like that first shot was free. I'm like, let's do one more. You guys are like, that'll be $12. I'm like, oh, shit.
No, they're only 10.
Oh, nice. That's a deal.
And you get a hat.
A second hat too.
And you get a little protein from the burger sauce.
No. There's no protein in our burger sauce.
Don't say that.
There's no protein in our burger sauce.
Okay. Well, the fact you said it twice makes it better. Did you guys make burgers and stuff before you were like, let's open a restaurant?
Yes.
In our garage.
3 times in my garage.
Yep.
3 total times of making burgers. And after the third time, you were like, we could probably do this professionally.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Hell
We
yeah.
have no business opening our restaurant or a food
Or a
truck
bar.
or anything.
Yeah, any of it.
Or a bar for sure.
Our wives laughed at us for like 2 weeks until we showed up with a food truck or trailer in front of my house, and then they were like, "Fuck."
And they're like, this is not funny anymore. It's
they're
very
like,
serious.
God,
Yeah.
they're serious. They're like, you guys have you've never worked a day in a restaurant. I'm not even a really good cook. I can cook. I can follow a recipe, but
Yeah.
I'm not good by any means.
Is your heart rate going off?
Yeah, I think my watch is broken.
You nervous?
I'm sweating. No, I kept seeing Instagram reels. Everybody's making smash burgers on their Blackstone in their garage.
And you're like, I can fucking do
And
that.
You watch one, and then they're like, "Oh, he really likes smash burgers."
Oh, yeah.
I watched 1,000.
Which
and
they're
then
right. I mean, we all love smash burgers.
I had never had one. I don't think a proper one. And then I was like, "I
Are
got
you British? What was proper for?
We could get into it. There's things we call press patties. There's
Mm-hmm.
things called smash burgers. Everybody titles it as a smash burger, but the difference is like the thickness. So if you just like press it a little bit, it's just a regular burger.
But if you smash the
But
shit
you
out
gotta
of
smash the shit out of it. Yeah.
Cool.
Paper thin, lacy, crispy edges.
Nice.
So which is hard to do on a Blackstone.
Yeah.
But we started making them. We did a couple cookouts at my house making burgers. We're like, these are pretty good. At the time, we didn't like our job all that much. So we're like, let's go start a business. What do you want to do? And I think I was like, let's start a food truck. Cole was like, I have always wanted to start a food truck. So
Destiny.
we laughed about it. And then probably like the next day, we're like, all right, actually,
Let's do it.
Let's
Yeah.
do it.
Like on Facebook Marketplace for food trucks and shit like that. Or where'd you find it? Go to like a car dealership?
Georgia, some place in Georgia, wasn't it?
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
I drove your truck down there the next day and picked it up. Picked him up in
The next day?
Yeah, I mean, it was within a week of that
You guys
conversation.
You guys
Yeah.
got to go in quick.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
from that conversation, it was within a month. We had the food truck completely built out, the menu, the health inspection, all that stuff. And
We were at our first event.
Damn. Did you guys do all like the mod inside as far as like building shelves and stuff like that? You pretty
We did
handy
all
with
that.
that?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so it had.
He is. I'm not.
It had the hood.
You're
the
like a little
plumbing,
lower on that.
He's good at like numbers and books.
Yeah.
Which
Fucking
I'm not.
Nerd. No, I'm saying.
No, it had. So it was partially built out. It had the electrical, plumbing, and the hood in there. So we just had to install all of our equipment,
Hell yeah.
which doesn't sound too hard. But then when you think about that thing's getting drugged behind a truck at 70
Yeah, that
miles an
sounds so
hour.
hard. Put a kitchen on
And-
wheels.
Yeah, and
Sounds tough.
Every single bump, everything goes flying. The amount of times we like dumped grease or the fryer oil all over the
Oh,
place.
shit.
Having no experience, you fill up the fryer with oil, right?
Mhm.
And they make lids for them. So you're like, cool, you put a lid on there, it's good to go.
Nope.
Turns out the fryer oil that's like 300 degrees is sloshing around back there. It just goes right around the lid and just dumps everywhere.
Damn.
So yeah, everything was a process of figuring it out. But
Need like a hole saw and just put like 4 drains in the bottom of it and just like.
yeah, turns out you just drain it into a metal pan, stock pan, put it in the sink.
Mm.
But then all of your sink plumbing, because you're putting 300-degree pot in there, starts melting, and then you have to fix that every month or two.
Damn. So you guys were just like driving around to different like county fairs and stuff and like
No, we didn't do any fairs. We did a lot of breweries, a lot of neighborhoods,
Churches,
schools,
schools,
weddings. We did a furry,
weddings.
A what?
Furry
fest.
convention.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
It's cool.
Yeah, they love patty melts.
Yeah.
Turns out.
Well, they're human. So
I think that was most of our events. It was like 1/3 of the sales were patty melt. The rest were all burgers, not the furry convention. All patty melts.
What's the difference?
Texas toast instead of
Oh,
buns.
okay. Yeah. It's
They
like a normal melt or whatever, but
Mhm.
instead of very cool.
more cheese and Texas toast. But
Fucking
no, that was
yummy.
cool.
Yeah. Did you ever work a restaurant job or anything?
I did. I worked at a place called BJ's Brew House. You guys ever heard of that?
I have heard of BJ's, yeah.
It's kind of like they have the Pizookie, the pizza cookie that was like really popular. I was looking for a job so I have 6 older sisters, no brothers. I'm the youngest of 7. And I was living with one of my sisters at the time and we were looking for a job, and I was like smoking kind of a lot of weed at the time, and I didn't want her to know. So like she would bring up it would be like Einstein's Bagels. You have to work it from 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. And I'm like, okay, cool. That's fine. And it was like, you have to like bagels. I'm like, okay, I like that. And then it was like, but you have to take a drug test. I was like, I don't really like bagels that much though, you know? So then it was like another one and another one. Found BJ's Brew House, and it was for a dishwasher. And the only question that was on the application was if you spoke Spanish or not. So I was like, they're definitely not drug testing here. So I apply for this job. I go in, I have like diamond earrings in and like a Ralph Lauren quarter zip, like looking like a dishwasher. And the guy, I met with the kitchen manager, and he was like, have you ever worked in a kitchen before? And I was like, no. And he's like, do you know like what goes on back there? And I was like, probably cooking. And then he was like, okay, would you ever want to be a host? Like the first person they see that you're welcome. And I looked over at the host stand. It was just like 4 super fine girls. I was like, yeah, I could probably be a host. Host sounds cool. So then I ended up working at BJ's Brew House as a host and like a server assistant, which is like a bus boy. You would run food and stuff.
Okay.
And actually, whenever I won that Funny Bone contest, I was working at BJ's at the time, and I had this like great 7-minute set about like working at this restaurant and stuff. So that was like really the first time that I like started to get like a lot of laughs and shit talking about that restaurant.
Yeah. So when was it that in your comedic career that you were able to transition from doing a day job to comedy full time?
Yeah, after the first few years. So I'm also an auctioneer. I know we were talking about that a little bit. I'm a 3rd generation auctioneer, so I still do that. My grandpa started this business in 1970. My dad's done it his whole life, and then I'm the 3rd one. So I was working at BJ's, and then my grandpa passed away. And then my dad was like kind of just in my hometown doing all this stuff by himself. So I was like, okay, I'm going to move back to Minford, which is what it's called, help him, and then like do stand up when I can. So that was from like 20 to like maybe 24.
Okay.
And then at 24, I was like, man, I'm kind of like, I felt like I was selling myself short. I was like, I got to at least try with stand up, because I was still doing it sometimes, but like going to Chillicothe and doing random breweries and shit like that. So then I moved back to Columbus. I got a job as a door guy at the Columbus Funny Bone, because like a lot of comedians like Robin Williams would work at the Comedy Store, and then you get like sets or whatever out of it. So around 24, I started working there, you know, running food, worked in the box office, and then just like started getting more sets. And then right about a year after that, it was just comedy and then auctioneering.
Hell yeah. What kind of auctioning do you do?
We
do an art auction?
Yeah, I actually did an art auction for the Franklinton Arts District recently. Yeah,
right on.
It was like a big fundraiser for them, and so they were like they called them mobile murals. It was just like they were 4x4 on pallets or 8x4 feet. And people had like 48 hours to do them. And then they were all submitted. 20 of them were sold at like a silent auction where you like write on the paper and then you come back and you're like, who the fuck bid more than me? And then 10 were like on the live auction, which is like with an auctioneer.
Nice.
So that was pretty fun. We do like general auctioning though. So I have an auction on Friday, and we like there's real estate with it. There's like a truck, some sterling silver.
Okay.
Sell a lot of vehicles, sell guns sometimes. My favorite thing to sell is coins. I fucking love selling coins.
Silver or gold?
Gold, but like silver's cool too.
Yeah.
Do you know the year? Anything before this certain year is silver?
No, nothing.
64. So if you ever see like a quarter before 1964, it's going to have at least some percentage of silver in it. There were some times that like during one of the wars, there's like some years where they were like made with like steel and shit like that or whatever. But yeah, gold coins are very cool. Any kind of old money is like kind of interesting to me, because it's like little art, and they, you know, you flip it over and there'll be like these blue X's on the back or shit like that. I'm like, damn, that's pretty cool.
Is there anything you don't like
To sell?
Yeah, to sell.
So my least favorite thing to sell
People.
is yes, for sure. That's the number one.
That's the other one. That's
That's
right
the
up there on the
line.
line.
That's
Yeah, you found it.
Human trafficking auctioneer.
Yeah.
That's the line.
I work for Wayfair. So how like an auction works is like it starts at 10 o'clock. The marquee item will be like the real estate or like a tractor or some shit. You sell that at noon. So like for the first 2 hours, it's like good stuff. Then whenever noon hits, that's like a lot of people leave. And then you like kind of sell the rest of the stuff that you have, which is like everyday household things usually. So it'd be like boxes of towels and like silverware, like just like
half empty bottle of Windex.
for sure. And it's like also with a half empty bottle of bleach and like some like used fucking Clorox wipes or whatever. And I'm just like, please, somebody give $1, please. Sometimes I'll be like, I'll give you $1 if you bid $1 on this, just to like try
so you
to
can
keep
move
it.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it is fun. I don't do the everyday stuff as far as like, because people call the auction company and my dad will like go and shake hands with the people and hear the story. I just like show up the day of the auction, get it ready and like do the selling.
So do you have that like very distinct auctioneer voice?
It's more chill, but I do
Yeah.
have a little bit of an auction voice. Do you want to hear it?
Yeah, I'd love to.
Well, I was going to ask, when you tell people that you're an auctioneer, are they always like, oh,
I want to
can
hear
you show
it.
me the voice?
That's the first thing.
Yeah.
It's like,
We waited.
It's like when you see it.
we let you go through.
I can see
When
you
you
guys
see a tall-
fucking
I was
fuming
waiting.
now.
In my pocket.
When you see a tall guy, you ask if they play basketball.
Yeah,
You have to.
for sure. So same thing. Stand up. They're like, oh, tell us a joke. Auctioneer. They're like, can you count fast? But it is underwhelming. I will say that. But okay, I'll sell like that coffee mug, and I'm like, oh, on this coffee mug, I think I had like a garage beer tie-dye logo. I'm like, oh, who give $10 on the coffee mug? 10, 10, 5, 5, 5, 7.5. Would he get 7.5, 7.5, now 10? Would he get 10, 10, 12.5? Would he get 12.5, 12.5, now 15, 15 on the coffee mug, 15, now 17.5, 17.5. Would he get 17.5, now 20? Would he get 20? Sold $17.5.
Damn.
So then I'm like, oh, now we're selling the lights. Who give $50 on the lights? It's a lot of just like fucking going. You walk in this room, you sell the computer, you sell the camera, you sell the sign or the flag on the wall, and you go into the next room.
So do you have to be like born into auctioneering, or
It does
do people
help.
get into it?
People
Is it
do.
mostly nepotism?
Yes.
Okay.
Like, I do have a joke about like I became an auctioneer the same way everybody becomes an auctioneer, which is your dad's an auctioneer.
That makes
That's
sense.
like the same way, pretty
Yeah.
much. But some people do get into it for sure.
Okay.
Like,
Imagine
They
like,
just have
your
the
guys'
born voice.
Yeah, imagine you guys like Thanksgiving dinner. Everybody's doing the auctioneer voice to get the mashed potatoes.
Yeah. But-
Sheer chaos around the house.
Yeah, pretty much. It is fun though. I went to the Missouri Auction School, which is the #1 auction school in the country. It's the same one my grandpa and my dad went to.
How long is that?
Not long at all. It's about 3 weeks.
Okay.
I didn't know they had a school,
Oh yeah.
but I mean, I guess
And then after the 3 weeks, you have to, at the time, they don't have an intern or apprenticeship anymore. But at the time, it was you had to serve an apprenticeship for 1 year or 10 auctions. And then after that, you could like get your license. But you have to have like a sponsor. You have to work underneath an auctioneer. You can't just like go to the school and then be like, I'm going to just be my own auctioneer now. You have to like work for somebody and then kind of get out of it.
Now I know.
I'm learning a lot.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Is that a nationwide license or Ohio?
It's state based. Some states are like have reciprocity. I think that's the word, where you can like if you have a license in Ohio, you can also like have one in Florida or whatever.
Just like
Like
a carry
gun
permit
laws,
for a
yeah.
gun.
Yeah. Exactly. But I also like selling guns. Guns are fun because
What's your favorite gun?
my favorite gun is probably a Henry 22.
It's a good gun.
No, you guys in your eyes I can tell you're like, you fucking liberal.
No,
You
this-
fucking liberal.
22 is like one of the most lethal rounds, right?
I don't know about that, but it's the most affordable round.
Yes. And it
Like if
also
you want to
doesn't
just
take
go to
that
the
long.
range and shoot like
Yeah.
1,000 rounds, it's the cheapest option.
No, there's always the argument with like the 22 that it will just like ricochet all throughout your body and
Yeah.
The classic
it'll tear-
argument that we all know and love.
Yeah. I got a Henry 4570.
Whoa.
That thing will take down a T-Rex.
Damn. And those are running around everywhere. So you need that.
Not yet, but they might
They
be.
might be.
Might be soon. Henry actually promotes it on their website as each one of their like lever guns has the animals that it's meant for.
Hmm.
And that one has a picture of a T-Rex on it.
Is that the one we shot in your backyard in Washington? No? Is that a different one?
If we did, we shouldn't have.
Eh. We were drinking.
Definitely shouldn't have then.
Yeah.
Man, I got so many
I don't think we ever shot that one in my house.
I got so many fun gun stories. I used to date this girl. Her brother was a fucking dummy. big time. And he got this gun one time, and it was like a handgun. I'm not sure like the size, like the caliber. I don't think it was like a 9mm. What are like what's smaller sizes, like a 80? No,
380.
380. Is that smaller?
Mhm.
Okay, might have been that then. But he's like outside shooting it one day, like drinking, and then there were like some kids swimming in this pool, like 2 houses over, and he's like shooting, and I'm watching him like he's gonna fucking kill himself probably.
What was he drinking? Twisted Tea?
No.
Sounds like a Twisted Tea story.
He was not drinking Twisted Tea, just like some IPAs.
Garage beer.
Yeah. And as he's shooting it, you see it like get jammed. And then he turns it, looks at it, puts it in his other hand, is like pointing it towards like where the kids are now. And it goes off. And then he's like, oh, bang, bang, bang. Like, I'm like, dude, fucking, what are you doing? Pretty crazy. I do have this thing I'm working on right now as a joke. This is just a true story. A lot of my material is just like things that have happened to me. But the first time I went squirrel hunting, I was about 11, and it was with my dad, and he like told me to wear a camo because I'm like from the fucking country in Ohio, like a lot of farming, a lot of hunting, whatever. So he's like, wear camo. I didn't really have camo, so I wore khaki pants and like this Hollister green hoodie. And my dad's like, my son's fucking gay. So it was really fun at first. Like we were just like walking around. I even like shot a squirrel, and my dad was like, yes, he's a fucking man. But then he was like, go get it. I was like, get what? He was like, the squirrel. I was like, ooh, gross, it's wet. And he was like, no, we have to get it, skin it, and eat it.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, no, we don't. I was like, look, I knew we weren't like rich, but I didn't think we were eating squirrel poor. And we never went hunting after that. That was kind of enough for me. How old were you guys when you guys got your first gun?
12, 13, I think.
Nice.
Got a Ruger 1022.
29?
You were 29?
Yeah.
And I thought I was the liberal. Somebody's gay over here.
Someone just gave me a gun. They're expensive.
Yeah.
I don't have enough money to buy a gun.
Well, that's what we were talking about
don't
earlier.
give
I
a
used to
shit.
do the Cerakote on guns, and people would spend like $500 on a Glock, and they would pay me like $1,000 to paint it like a Gucci Glock.
Make it sick as fuck.
Yeah, and I'm like,
Which gets shot like 5 times probably.
yeah, and I'm like, why don't you just buy more guns?
Yeah.
Or just leave it black.
Because they're like, we want it to have the Gucci logo on it. What do you not get about that? The first gun I got, I actually won in a kid's gun raffle. For real. It was for this thing.
That is like American.
Dude, it was wild. It was for this thing was called the Wild Turkey Federation. And it was like a place in this, like, it was a national park. It was called Shawnee Forest. And it was like a big night, and they had games and fundraisers or whatever. But there was like a kid's gun raffle. And I think I was like 12 and won the gun. And then the next year I come back, I win the gun again. And it was the same gun. And my dad was like pissed about that. He was like, you're going to give my fucking son the same gun 2 times. So he had this crazy plan where he was like, let's call the guy that donated the gun, tell him that we already have this one, and see if he wants to like exchange it or whatever. So we call the dude. He's like, yeah, I don't care at all. Just bring it in. You'll have to pay for like the difference in like whatever the amount is, you know,
right,
for the price. So my dad gives me $200. And he's like, put this in your pocket. When the guy tells you the difference in the amount, reach in your pocket, pull out the money like it's your hard-earned gun money. And then I want you to count it on the counter. Sad. He was like, act like it's like really hard for you to like get this money for this gun. I was like, okay. So we picked this gun out. It was like $180 or something. So I like take it out. I'm like 20, 40, 60. And I was like really acting sad. And after like $100, the guy was like, that's enough. Just give me that. And it like actually worked.
Was your dad like, give me the other 100?
Oh,
you're,
yeah, for
you're
sure.
welcome.
Yeah. He's like, hey, give me that gun. That's the one I wanted.
Little did he know he was setting you up for a business and show business.
I know, right?
Yeah. Acting. There you go.
Exactly. He was like, you're going to want to use this later, probably.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, guns are cool. Under the right supervision, for sure.
Yeah.
One of my friends, he's like a big gun guy, and sometimes I'll be like, oh, we're playing with guns, and he fucking hates when I say that. He's like, we're not playing with them. I'm like, okay, fucking chill, Jeff.
Yeah. I haven't done much shooting since I've been in Ohio.
Yeah. I feel like you have to have like either a property or go to like some gun range and stuff
I don't
like
like
that.
the indoor ranges.
No.
Lame. Well, I was spoiled in Washington. I had in a past life, I was in law enforcement, and there was our range was 8 minutes up the road from my house.
Hmm.
So I was an instructor there. So we'd just go in like every weekend. We'd have our own like private range.
Nice.
It was awesome.
Hell
Right,
yeah.
right next to the golf course.
What were you in law enforcement?
When?
What was the position in law enforcement? Like a police
cop.
officer? Okay, cool.
Yep.
So like a
Just a regular old cop.
Like,
Just-
but it wasn't
just
like a highway patrolman or anything like that.
No, I worked for the city of Bremerton.
You're a
Okay.
bike cop too, right?
Yeah, and I did bikes for a while.
Motorcycle or
Bicycle.
bicycle?
Shorts. Yeah.
Embarrassing.
No,
Oh
everyone.
no, it's not.
He
It's very
loved it.
cool
Yeah.
and tough.
No. I looked at that and I was like, I will never do that. That is so lame. Until I was like, wait a second, you guys get to wear shorts.
Mhm.
That's awesome when it's hot. 2, we would basically ride around at like nighttime, so it wasn't a like scheduled shifts. We would do like big events, like parades and stuff. We'd cruise around, but we'd go out when we had extra officers on the road. Basically, during the overlap times, a couple of us would go ride bikes downtown.
Nice.
You don't have to answer the radio or like respond to calls. You're just riding bikes around downtown. So it's like,
Why did you not have
actually-
to answer the radio call?
because you're on a bike.
Oh, it's going to take you forever to get there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was the I saw you posted about an event coming up.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the Columbus Comedy Festival?
Yeah, what's going on
Hell
with that?
yeah. This is the second year for it. And yeah, just different headliners come in from around the country. They do different shows. It's September 4th, 5th, 6th, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I'll be doing a bunch of shows for that. I have a headlining show actually right down the street from here. It's the Upfront stage. It's like across the street. I'm doing like a headlining show there on September 6th at 6 p.m. If you guys want to come,
What is that, a Saturday?
bring your kids. Yes.
Hell yeah.
I don't know who's working that day, but one of us might come.
Nice. I'm not feeling super confident with that answer, but you're like, oh,
Well, our schedules are all over the place. But
Yeah.
I don't like committing to anything because you never know in this line of work. But
yeah, true.
I'll
Yeah.
definitely be there.
Me too.
I can always tell too whenever like someone's like, "Oh, I want to come to a show. Like, when's the next one?" You're like, "Tomorrow." They're like, you know, the Reds are playing though," and I'm like, "Okay, sure."
Yeah. September 4th, 5th, and 6th, you said.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
There'll be a bunch of good shows. Don't Tell is having good shows Friday, Saturday. Some like local stuff I'm doing on Thursday. Have the headlining show on Saturday. I'm also doing a show. Do you know who Jeffrey Asmus is? He's a comedian, pretty popular though. We were gonna do this because I do like a lot of crowd work, usually like interaction. Like I mean, I have material and stuff, but like the majority of my stuff is just like, "Oh, nice shoulders. What are you, gay?" And
That is funny.
dude, it slams. It slams. Like, and it's kind of frustrating for me too because like I will like work on something for like weeks at a time and I'll like do it, and everyone's like, "No, it's fine." But could you call that guy's shoulders gay again or whatever? So it was going to be a crowd work show with me, this guy Travis Haywisher, and Jeffrey Asmus. But Jeffrey Asmus actually sold out his show the day before, so he was like, "Oh, can we just make this like one of his shows too?" So that's going to be like 10 p.m. on the Saturday, I think.
Okay.
But yeah, it should be cool.
Cool. Anything else? And you said you got to dip out of here. So anything else you want to plug?
No,
Where can
man.
people find you?
You can find me on Instagram at @TheHenryAllen. I have a TikTok too, but it got hacked at 1K. Fucking, I'm so famous. And
We're
so,
at 16, so 1K is not too bad.
yeah, the dude that hacked it though,
16K?
16.
Oh yeah, it'll get bigger though. The person that hacked it, they like posted these like 2 like car washing videos, and then I looked, it had like 7,000 followers. I'm like, what the fuck? I should have been doing that the whole time. But yeah, I do most of my stuff just like on Instagram.
Cool.
So yeah, follow me there. And I wish I would have been funnier here. I'll be honest, guys, but it was nice hanging with you.
No, it's been awesome. Appreciate you coming on.
Of course. What do we have to do to end it?
You press
Smash you later.
later, taters.
And we're done.
Yeah.